I got stuck behind an accident. That was so much fun. So what time is it? 6:13. We gotta hurry over there because it starts at 6:30. Yeah, I was supposed to be here at 5:20, but an accident got in my way. We were literally sitting still on the toll road that Google Maps told me to go through. I think if I'd have stayed on the freeway, I would have been fine. Because it happened. That's the second time I've gone on that toll road that after I got on it, there was an accident and then I was stuck. Because you're literally stuck in the middle of nowhere on that toll road. So it's graduation night. I wanted to be here way earlier because a lot of public come in and out. Mostly coming in. Um, I did a short live on the way here just because I was sitting in traffic and bored and I was going to be so late. I'm not even going to be able to be here for an hour because I have to leave by 7. I've been trying to talk hubby. Oh, they're open. I was trying to talk hubby really hard about trading our travel trailer in for a Class C that I can drive. Then we'd have 2 vehicles. We have we have several vehicles. One needs fixed. Yeah, see all these people I'm missing? I wanted to be here no later than 5:30. Thank you, there's 5 people, I appreciate it. I'm gonna get them with the stats. I've been hitting them with that a lot, and we got a lot of public in here tonight, so I want them to hear it. We have cameras on at least 100 other orgs on YouTube, and all of them are down stat, not just you. You need to go to check for yourself. Go look. If you had 1 million members, that's 7,000 per org. There's not 7,000 people coming in here. You would have, that's 1 million, but you say you have 30 million members, but every org we have a camera on, nobody's going in. Matter of fact, this one has more. And I'll bet they're telling you you're down stat. I'm going to stand right here by the door. Well, you know what? They're probably going to start going in the side. I should go stand on the, you know what, I am. Hold on. I'm going to go stand on the corner because it's shaded right now. I've never been here this late that I wasn't already set up. Okay, let's go over here on the corner. Every org is down stat right now. You know what? No. I'm going to stay by this door because they're having a hard time getting in. Hold on. And I can stand anywhere. The whole thing is shaded. So I'm going to stand right here in front. Right in front of their sign, by the way. Look at where you can see me, too. There we go. See the sign right behind me? Down here. And then my wagon right here. Alrighty. So, let's check the chat. Hey. I know. Oop, let me come. They were going to stop here. The first one, he stopped right over there, and there was no traffic in front of him. I thought he was stopping here. I'm like, I just got here. But then again, I did chat about it earlier, that I was going to be here at a certain time. So I got a little weirded out right there. I covered the mic. I hope it helped. All right, let me get my sign up. Oh, get the sign up. How is everybody today? Marco, I bet they were like, what the F? Why is F is she here again? Yeah, I did actually schedule this live for this morning. I was going to be here at 11. But then the night before, my husband called me from work and said that he was going to have to stay late this morning. He goes, or I would. He needed, because he's alone at night and he can't talk to the IT people about the computer problems. So he's like, well, you're going live tomorrow, so I can't stay. I go, I can change it. I go, usually I don't even pre-schedule, so luckily I didn't pre-schedule this because originally when I left my house, I was supposed to be here at 23 after 5. I get on the toll road and there's an accident and we sat there, and then my arrival time was 5:50. And then it got later. And then I arrived on E. I hope there's a gas station around here. I always get gas before I leave. I was told that when the squirrels are screaming, it means they're just about to go down. Oh my. If I don't see anybody come around the corner soon, oh, their door's a bit cracked. Hang on, I'm gonna be loud. David Miscavige drives a Bentley and Sea Org gets paid $47 a week after taxes. And do you know if you pay taxes, you're probably paying into Medicare and Social Security. I hope y'all are getting that in your retirement years. I hope you're getting medical treatment because you make so little that you can get free medical care. And like I said, there's over 200 channels. Check it out, sptv.space. Every channel is listed by city, and you can see how dead all the orgs are. This one actually has way more coming and going than most of the others. And they're probably telling you you're the only one that aren't keeping your stats up. They're lying to you. You can check it out for yourself on YouTube. Just put in Scientology and a city. You'll find it. If you can't, go to sptv.space and you can find all the live channels like me that are showing nobody going in and out. If you had 1 million members worldwide, that's 7,000 per org. Do you have 7,000 people getting services here or working here? Ask yourself why. Why did they have to bring Sea Org here just to staff it? And they lie to you about your freeloader debt if you leave. That is not enforceable in the real world because it's either training for your job or it's church services. They can't charge you for training and they can't collect on a debt for church services. That's illegal. Paying you $200 a week for the hours you work is illegal. That's considered human trafficking. When you don't get paid a living wage. People at McDonald's working less hours than you make more than you. And David Miscavige has Italian handmade shoes made and y'all can't get paid. It's all on the internet. I'm not lying. You can find it out for yourself. Ooh, I'm loving this. Good question. Thank you. I started naming him David Miscavige a while ago. Let me go back. Oh, okay. I got it. Hey, Parody. Awesome. Thanks for being here. You've been here a lot. Appreciate it. Man, I almost didn't make it. So I'm amped up. So if you're wearing earbuds, turn it down. I know they can hear me, and when I went by the cafe, they were all congregated right there near the windows waiting for graduation. They probably, I don't know if they have a special room upstairs. They probably do. So I was like, I wonder if they do graduation in the cafe. But that's probably where they hang out. It's a nice cafe. Too bad they have to pay full price for stuff. Awesome, AA. That's awesome. That makes me feel good. 'Cause we're here for you guys too. Not just, I'm trying to get something in their brain to make them want to get out. I'm not getting none of my, I didn't even bring my chair because I wasn't going to be here long enough. So, let's see. Hey, Lori, haven't seen you in a while. Unless I missed it. I haven't been here in a while. It's been sporadic at best. It's been bugging the crap out of me. I made myself come today. There was so many reasons that I didn't need to come. At home dealing with my son and his housing situation. Okay, hold on. Every org in the whole world right now is down stat. We have cameras on almost every major city showing no one going in. If you had 1 million members, that's 7,000 per org. Do you have 7,000 people coming in for services? That's only with 1 million members. If you have 30 million, I guess you would what? 30 times that? What's 30 times 7,000? 3 times 7. 23, right? So that'd be 230. No. Yeah. Wouldn't that be 230,000 per org? Somebody do the math for me. Hey, Hitzel. What's up? Yeah, I'm late. I got on the Hitzel. So Maps took me the I-30 toll road. It was supposed to be faster. And as soon as I got on it, there was an accident. And literally my arrival time went from like 5:23 to 5:50. I was like, oh my goodness. So I did a short live from my car, which I'd never done before. Just because I was sitting there and had time. 210,000. If you had 30 million members in the world, that is 210,000 members per org. There is no way any org should be down stat. Even if only 10% came and got services, the door would never close. It'd be in and out. You'd be packed every single day. Where is everybody? Ask yourself that while you're running around freaking out on Thursday why your stats are low and they're blaming you. It's not your fault. It is David Miscavige's fault for being so abusive to members that they want to escape. Then after they escape, they start YouTube channels and tell people like me their awful stories. Maybe you didn't face the kind of abuse that they did, but it's still happening. Children auditors is illegal. If any government authority ever came in and investigated child auditing, people would be in prison. That is child abuse, to have to talk to an adult about personal private matters. If they are under 18, that is child abuse. It is illegal in every country. That's why you have to hide. That's why you're not allowed on the internet. That's why you're not allowed to watch TV. That's why you're not allowed to read any book you want, because ex-members have written books that we can read, and you know darn well it's true. You know what they're saying is true. They keep you so busy and so freaked out all the time so you don't think. They don't want you to think for yourself. That is a cult. When you can't leave when you want to, when you can't read what you want, when you can't get on the internet and watch what you want to, that is not freedom in the United States, and it is not freedom in any country, except maybe Cuba dictatorship. All right, let me check. It's warm. Dave Miscavige is a liar. Yep. Hey, Cricket. Liar and a criminal. Yep. If they ever investigated Dave Miscavige, he'd be in jail. He'd be a criminal. Awesome. Yeah, it's been too hot during the day to be like that. Because if I'm loud for a long time, man, I get dizzy and need my inhaler. But it's late in the day. The sun's starting to go down, and just want to make sure. I didn't even bring my hat because I knew it'd be shaded. Even in Cuba, they have more liberty on the internet, and that's a dictatorship. I know, right? But if you grew up in this cult, you probably don't even know Cuba's history. LRH wrote policy that Scientology is not allowed to fundraise for funds, that the only income should be from donations and church services. I don't even know if he said donations. But you're not allowed to solicit for donations. You are not allowed to hold fundraisers. LRH. David Miscavige is squirreling the tech that LRH left. There are numerous online articles showing the before and after of books he's republished, policies he's republished. What's the other thing? Policies and what? I can't think of it. Yeah, I heard that, Marco, that they were opening up a little bit. They could do more. Technical bulletins. David Miscavige has re-released all the tech bulletins, all the policies, all the books, all the programs, all the training, the golden age of tech. And you can go online and find out everything that David Miscavige has changed, which is treason to LRH. Because I know these people are young and don't care. Yep, IdealOrg set up the new tech. Thanks, Heckers Basher. Tomorrow they have a blood drive. Where? I'm going. Poor mind controlled. Every org is down stat right now because you don't have 30 million members. If you had 1 million members, that's 7,000 per org. I don't see 7,000 people going in and out. Getting these public too. Loving it. Loving it. I killed myself to get here before they stopped coming in because it starts at 6:30. Any minute. You guys know how long it normally takes? Because I usually leave before it's over. Miscavige is a squirrel. He squirreled all the tech to his purposes. To be even more abusive than L. Ron Hubbard. Who, by the way, used to allow Sea Org to have children. It was David Miscavige that changed that. It was David Miscavige that is forcing all the Sea Org women to go get abortions. You know why you have to get an abortion? Because they won't even allow you to have the basic medical care to go get birth control because you can't afford it on $47 a week. How many public do you think they have? 20? 30? If there were 1 million members worldwide, every org would have 7,000 people getting services. I don't see 7,000 people going in and out of here. I'm here all week long. You know I'm right, and they're telling you you're the only one that's down stat. And literally, you're one of the ones that has decent amount of traffic. There are others, literally crickets. You don't see anybody. The parking lots are empty. The doors never open. Dallas org has to have their lights off. Somebody went up there and filmed the lights off inside because they can't afford their electric bill because no one is coming in for services. And guess what? They didn't have anybody standing outside until like a couple weeks ago. So explain that. Explain how Dallas can't get enough services to pay their electric bill. In New York, in Times Square, there's an org where they couldn't even run the air conditioner because they couldn't afford it because nobody's coming in. This place is kept afloat by the few big donors that give tens of millions of dollars. That, by the way, David Miscavige has in offshore bank accounts. There's $1 billion. He runs Scientology just off the interest. Y'all own 93 buildings in Clearwater. It's a real estate scam because he doesn't have to pay property taxes. Well, guess what? I think it was Connecticut. Was it Michigan or Connecticut that's charging them? They're being charged property taxes because they bought their Ideal Org building 20 years ago and have never done anything with it. It is deteriorating. The facade is falling off. It's dangerous. It could kill somebody. Big pieces of marble. Well, the city decided it was a hazard and they were going to charge property taxes on it because it's not being maintained. They have a certain period of time. I believe two different bills come to over $100,000, which I don't think they've paid. Let me back up. Thanks, Scooter Mom. I don't know. I've never used to be here on Friday nights, but I think I'm gonna keep coming. I like it. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. That lady is the only member. They bunked that. Yeah, that's the human trafficking. Eric Rader told me one on a live stream when we were protesting. He said, why are OTAs getting cancer and dying when they are immune? You're right. New Haven, Connecticut. Okay. Thanks, Amy. Sue. Yep. Connecticut. Hags Bachelor. South Africa. Can I pay the... Yeah. South Africa has a $50,000 electric bill that they can't pay. They still haven't paid it? Because I heard about that like last year. They still haven't paid it? Wow. That's awesome. Money never goes downhill in this. It only goes up. That's why your door's still broken. They won't give you, you can't make the money to fix it. I feel so bad, I want to fix it for you. If you have 30 million members, like David Miscavige said, that's 210,000 members for every org. Do you have 210,000 people coming in and out? Do you have 7,000? Do you have 700? I think not. Oh, and by the way, I have, if they want to say I'm harassing, like they tried to do Hitzel, I got ordained online. Hope I can bring it up though if I have to. I haven't ordered my paperwork yet. This is Joburg or in South Africa. I used to work there, and yes, even telephone bill at one stage could not be paid. Yeah, at least last year, they were talking about the fact that they were going to shut off their electricity because it was $50,000. Let's see. What else? What were you telling me back here? The building is decrepit. New Haven, Connecticut. They're renting one building and letting the other building decay because there's not enough members to get money from to refurbish it. All these ideal org buildings have sat empty for 18, 19, 20 years because David Miscavige will not use church funds to pay for the renovations. He acts like they're broke. They have $1 billion in Bahamas bank accounts. One donor is given $50 million. Another donor is given $100 million. $100 million would fund everything. It'd probably get every ideal org building up to par. United States is getting tired of it. Cities are getting tired of these decrepit buildings. They only opened this one because several public went into credit card debt and went into bank fraud to get it done. One of your members used their student loans to donate, and that's illegal. They're supposed to use it for school or living expenses. So this org was refurbished with bank fraud. The bank fraud is so bad that Chase Bank will no longer deal with anyone in Scientology because they get ripped off. They take out huge numbers of credit cards in the elderly Sea Org or staff members who are too old to work now and are stuck in some home with a bunch of others. Mike Brown's mom was $160,000 in debt when he got her out a year ago, and she had no idea. The church gave it back when they got a lawyer because they didn't want to get sued. Okay, those are body routers that just went out with pamphlets, and I'm thinking about following them. Let's do that. We're gonna follow. Let's go. You think I should stay and keep yelling at people or follow? You think it's a distraction? Okay, I'll stay. I don't know, I've never seen any before, so I got all excited. I don't know. Stay? I think I should stay. Because I'm loud and I know they're up. I know that they're upstairs. Right there, doing graduation. And I know they can hear me because you know why? Because it bounces off these stone buildings like you wouldn't believe. Nah, I think if I did, I might get out of breath. All right, where are we at? Okay. Oh, Marco, it's really embarrassing how they haven't fixed the door yet. 7 months since they opened in February, at least. And I think Pearl Snappy has the video where they were up there with a screwdriver and a hammer pounding the crap out of it and they broke it. The orgs or morgues, that's a good one. David Miscavige using the IAH. David Miscavige is using the IAH, who has billions of dollars in the bank. It never goes to the buildings. It never goes to the electric bills. It never goes to refurbishing. The members have to do that. It's all on the members to give all their money, and David Miscavige drives a Bentley and has built a $50 million office building at the Gold Int base in Hemet, California. We have aerial footage where he lived for a long time. It's called an office building, but you and I both know there's an apartment. And the reason it cost $50 million is because he kept changing his mind mid-construction. He wanted this, he wanted that, and they would have to change it. And money was no option because he has $1 billion in the bank. No, Amy, they haven't got no new members. Because we're out here, the students all know, everybody that goes by me knows. Nobody's getting new members. They would have to be a hermit to want to go in. And the ones who do go in, they're trolling them, I can tell. The Joburg Ord in South Africa, at one stage, they pulled money from people's accounts without asking permission to pay the bills. You had to raise money to buy, well, he bought this building 55 years ago. LRH did. So you already had it. But it took until now to refurbish it with members' money. And now you have to pay David Miscavige rent on a building that's paid for, and there's no property taxes? Please explain that to me. Yeah, you're right, Haggis Basher. I'm glad I didn't go to get me away from the door. To get me away from the... Yeah, because they can hear me. I'm loud. I'm using my drill sergeant voice. They were so smug. Yep. Thanks, guys. Yep. They wanted me away. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Body routers during graduation. Nope. Yep. 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 You almost got me. Almost. But I got some awesome people in my chat. Told me to stay. Nope, they're not getting any more raw meat, Amy, because everybody out in the real world has seen for themselves the abuses in Scientology. Even if you haven't seen it yourself, if you were allowed to talk to each other, which you're not, and that's why you're not allowed to ask questions, you're not allowed to talk to other members about anything, because you might be in auditing and have to get an auditing correctness or the set check interrogation. You're not allowed to look on the internet because you might find something that's true. Ask why they won't let you look. Because you're not going to get pneumonia and die. I've heard all the OT stuff, and I haven't got pneumonia. And all the people that's gotten out that know about OT3 and the real story, they're still alive. Nobody's died. Except OTs, OT8s, who keep getting cancer and dying because they don't get treatment in time. Thank you. Thanks, Lori. They can hear me. Yeah, I'm gonna be hoarse after this. Yeah, David Miscavige has the offshore bank account. Yeah, the two body routers that left. Oh, Amy, every once in a while, I get riled up. It's just been really hot the last couple months. When it was cooler, I did it a lot more. Because when I get loud, in May and June, when the humidity was high, I was having asthma attacks. But the humidity's gone down. We haven't been having storms. I'm feeling a lot better. You should have 7,000 people coming in and out of there. The truth is out there. Man, I'm already on my second bottle. Ah, that was scary. Oh, I'm on my next bottle of water, y'all. Receive notification that your channel was paused. What? 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 Oh, you know what? They probably tried to get me. Don't let them stop you from looking on. Don't let them stop you from looking on the internet. You'll be surprised at what you find out, and you'll know it's true. There are so many members that have escaped, the Sea Org, staff, members that have left. Yeah, they got disconnected from their whole family. But guess what? They're out here with us, living a happy, fulfilled life and starting their own channels to talk about the abuse. Do you know what all of us never-ins say? A never-in is someone who's never been in Scientology but helps speak out against Scientology. And what brought me out here is the child abuse. Because you think they're big beings in little bodies, what you probably don't know is all of the children being attacked, being abused in either the church or in their family. Huh, Lori. Huh. I'll have to check. The only thing, oh, you know why? I know why. So, last month, I had a dispute with my bank over Hertz rental car, which, by the way, I'm still going to post on my channel because they lied, and we were going through claims because of the hail damage and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, they tried to charge me for something that they lied about, and I went straight to my bank and disputed it and had to get new cards. Well, I've had to go through everything and change out my payment. And my YouTube, I just fixed it. There was a pause because the payment didn't go through for the month or something. That's probably why. So it should be fixed now. So I probably can't get a membership or donations if I haven't paid for my premium YouTube. Which, by the way, I am switching to a family account because it's cheaper. Because having premium with me and my husband is more than the family plan with 5 accounts. And I have 2 accounts myself. So I was paying premium YouTube for 3 accounts. Yeah. So that's why. Thank you, Lori. But that was probably why. Yes! Woohoo! I've had a lot of coffee and a lot of sleep. I'm definitely, so I didn't used to come on graduation. Pearl Snappy was always here. So I'm like, yeah, she's got it covered. And it's hard for me to do evenings. My husband's weekend is in midweek. But I can stay till 7. By the way, I only got, maybe I can go 10 more because I'm feeling it. I could leave as late as 7:30. That would be pushing it. The one time I pushed it, I literally rolled in the driveway and he ran out and got in the truck. And he drives the opposite direction over an hour, or about an hour. So I go south an hour and a half to come here, and he goes north an hour. So we are putting some miles on our vehicle. All right. Oh, she's traveling. Okay, because I did check on my way here to see if she was already here. Because if she was, I wasn't going to make my pit stop. I was going to come straight here. I would have had somebody watch my stuff while I ran to the coffee shop. I drank water and coffee on the way here, and actually I was in the car almost 2 hours. So I have to make a pit stop. And you don't want me taking the camera in there. Yeah, we all miss Pearl Snappy. We sure do. But they're happy. But you know how it is. This is the closest I don't usually stand this close either. Give me some more. Massachusetts. Oh, she went up there with Selfless because I know he had living arrangements up there. He wanted to close out. Something like that. I shouldn't say personal stuff though. I don't know if he said that on his channel. But I think he's going to stay here or travel around or go back to LA. I don't know. Don't know. Alright, let's see. What else? Raw meat. They can't stop you from looking on the internet. They don't know what to do about social media because it's out there. There's at least 60 channels of ex-members that have escaped and are talking about their ordeal. You don't have to stay here. There are 2 foundations that we donate to help people escape Scientology and get an apartment, a job, an education, a car. Some ex-members are getting therapy because of the trauma they sustained. They've given a grant to somebody to go to secondary education so he can help other people who have escaped. Everyone that's blown, don't come back. Why? It's not because they won't let them. It's because they're happy. They can read what they want. They can watch what they want. And guess what? Nobody died of pneumonia. Hey, you still there? Give me some inside stuff to say. David Miscavige is squirreling the tech that LRH left. I have proof on the internet showing the before and after his tech manuals, his policies, everything he left behind. David Miscavige is changing. Ask yourself why they have to re-release all the books. Why is there golden age of tech changes? And I know some of you have the before and after, and you've seen for yourself that he's squirreling the tech. LRH is the source. If you change his writings that he left behind, that's treason in Scientology. David Miscavige is lying to everyone, and you all believe it because you're not allowed to think bad thoughts. You're not allowed to think David Miscavige might not be doing right by you. Everything in the church has gone downhill and gotten even more abusive under David Miscavige. He's an angry, angry little man. He hasn't even attained OT8 himself. When LRH died, he had psych meds in his system and in his mobile home. He wrote a letter. It's on the internet, on Wikipedia, where he begged the Veterans Administration to help him with his psychiatric mental problems. And that's why he hates psychiatry, because they didn't help him when he asked. Oh, where are we? Life is precious. OTs did not get the abilities. The OTs did not get the abilities they were promised. There are clears out there that are still having to wear glasses and still have their ailments, but they lie to themselves. Why are so many OT8s dying of cancer? You don't know. Why? Because they put out short stories when a member dies of cancer, and they say it's all these different things. And it's not. It's stage 4 inoperable cancer. Why are they getting so sick? And you might not want to go on the free winds. It's full of asbestos. Although my husband did say asbestos is okay as long as it's not in dust form. I found out my husband's family owned a steel business where they, built things like ammo boxes and dumpsters and other things. And come to find out, they were refurbishing brakes on trains. And this is in the early 80s. And it was all asbestos. And they're grinding asbestos, and he was breathing it. I did not know that. I'm scared to death that he's gonna get lung cancer. Yeah, the freeloader debt. There is no OT 9 and 10. Pat Broker lied. And David Miscavige knows it. He never got it. LRH never left it. And LRH was supposed to come back in 2006. There are no superpowers. A lot of you members in there, you know it. You're not the only one. I know you're hiding it because you think you're the only one that didn't get your superpowers. You should see all the ex-members online telling us there are no superpowers. LDS. Where are those levels? He keeps changing the goalposts. Oh, well, we have to do this, and we have to do that, and we have to do this, because he's got to hold you off. You know, I didn't even go to college, and I could probably sit down and write down OT 9 and 10 and make something up. Like LRH made up all the other levels. Which, by the way, through my research, he got those ideas from other authors. I wish I could remember what it was. I just read it one time. Asbestos, yep. Yeah, my husband, so y'all that know me and my husband's been together since we were 16. And it wasn't like he was the only one I ever dated. I had boyfriends before, and then when I graduated, he still had a year of high school. And so we were off and on between 18 and 20. Anyway, during that time, he smoked. You know, he was in martial arts when I met him. He said, oh, I would never do that to my body. So we get married. I'm thinking I'm marrying a non-smoker. I hate cigarettes because I grew up in the 70s and 80s with parents that smoked 2 packs a day in winter, begging to crack the window so I could breathe. So then I'm like, oh, you know, I'm healthy. I always eat healthy. I know I don't look it, but I do. Never smoked. I barely drink. I don't like alcohol. I'm going to be healthy. And then I sat down one day and realized I spent 17 years in that house with those people. So I still could get it. Thanks, Amy. I've always wanted to be a school teacher. I never got to go to college and do all that because I was an Army wife instead. Let me tell you the clear cognition and save you $100,000. I've been mocking up my own reactive mind, and I'm not going to do it anymore. Now I'm clear. Now I'm healthy. Now I don't have any ailments. I don't have to wear glasses. Thanks, Lori. I appreciate the watch time. Thank you. I know. I'm coming every Friday now. Whether Pearl's here or not. This is fun. Because sometimes I sit here and I don't see anybody. I've been trying to come at lunch. I've done that a few times. I've done this a couple times. I would love to be here when they come in the morning, but because it's an hour and a half drive, and I need at least an hour for my meds to kick in, I would have to leave my house at 5. Or I'd have to get up at 5, I mean. The worst thing you can do is mess up operation to give them cognitions. So, thank you, Haggis. Like I said, I feel an affinity with you, Haggis, because, like I said, I just found out not too long ago. It went up. I'm 46% Scottish. And I want to try haggis. I think if it's done right, I think it looks good. I'll try anything once. Parody. It's never too late to have a happy childhood in college. Yeah, I thought about it, because my husband can turn over part of his GI Bill to a family member. He has some left, but I've got this now. I've got other passions now. What would I do with it? I'd rather do this. I'd rather spend that time researching and watching other channels. Haggis is delicious. It looked like it. I watched like a factory that kind of made it. And that looked good. Bye, Lori. The next time they ask you for money, Ask them why. What's it going to? If they say it's to buy new chairs, tell them, well, hey, I'll go buy the chairs. And they'll be like, no, 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 no. Just give us money. Because that money does not go to your org. It goes to the Bahamas bank account where there's already $1 billion, and he runs Scientology off the interest of the $1 billion that is sitting there. We never see him in public because he has his sushi, his gourmet sushi, brought in. He gets his suits handmade, hand-tailored. He gets Italian handmade leather shoes made, and he drives a Bentley. Yet you guys are eating rice and beans when you don't have enough stats or have enough money. Or the South Africa and the New York Times, not New York Times, the Times Square org can't pay their electric bill in summer. New Haven, Connecticut is charging the church property taxes because their building has sat for 18 years falling apart because David Miscavige won't use his $1 billion to bail them out. He'd rather make members go into credit card debt to get a pat on the back for donating some money. You could stop earning money today. You could stop donating money today. You could stop paying for services today, and this church has enough money to run for probably the next 20 years. I'm not good at math. It could be longer. Hey, Missy Jean. Hey, Z-News. New Haven will shutter the property, I bet. Yeah. Probably. Don't know. That's an interesting thing to follow. Interesting. Give me some other cool things to say. You guys are helping me a lot because when I get amped up, my brain just shuts down sometimes. Even though I remember a lot of facts when I'm talking, those are things that I have like heard over and over and over and over again, and I can remember. It's just thinking of something cool to say like loud. Sometimes I go blank. I've been, yeah, it just sits. Yeah, I know, that's sad. Those are buildings. Some of those buildings are beautiful, and they're falling apart. We've done the math. You're supposed to have 30 million members. That is, for the number of orgs and bases and things that you have, is 210,000 per org. Now let's be more conservative. How about 1 million members worldwide? 1 million members is 7,000 members, staff, Sea Org, whatever combination per org. Do you have even 1,000 people coming in? 500? I've never seen 100. Almost no one at graduation in KC tonight. How's Austin? We had quite a few. I got here a little late, a little bit after 6. But we had quite a few people go in it I got to talk to. But I got here late. I got stuck behind traffic so bad. I did a live out of my car. I was like, because I was going to be so late. I didn't think I was going to get here in time at all. I got here with my gas tank going ding, 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 because I was in such a hurry. I always get gas before I leave. So I'm going to have to find gas somewhere right here in Austin. That's going to be fun. I'm glad y'all told me to stay. I wasn't thinking. It almost worked. Hartford. Hi, Missy. Yep. So have you gone by it? it's sad. It's so, especially, where was that skyscraper at? I can't remember where that was. Or not skyscraper, just a really big tall building. Traffic on Friday is bad. I know, and I left too late. Because it took me on the toll road. There's a, uh-oh, they're leaving. Hang on. See, look. They're coming out the side door. You think it's over yet? Let's see, it's 7:08. Do they get done that quick and leave? You know what? That's on the way to the car anyway. So let's go. Alright. Hang on, I'm moving the camera, guys. I gotta close up the... so I can carry it. Alright. I'm a Connecticut Navy. I grew up in North. Awesome. I'm from Ohio. I've never been to Connecticut. I've been to Schenectady, New York. I didn't travel much till after I got, except for Army training. And you know, you can't really go anywhere when you're in Army training. Do, 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 do. Let's go. Let's stand right here. Ooh, they didn't close the blinds over here. Ooh, you were wrong for that. Alright. We'll set up right here. So if they come out either door, I can get them. Okay, I can only give about 10 more minutes. Sorry, guys. My wagon just ran into my tripod. I got this big old mess here. I didn't bring my chair. So I got all the stuff I might need. It's pretty cool. But I realized the other day that I was sitting too much. It was actually making my back hurt more, so I'm trying to stand more. But check this out. Whoa! Oh, it drops off right there. Okay, so one day we went to Cedar Park because Hitzel found where they were putting these boxes of the personality test. That's what they walked off with. So I got a box when I went, and I wrote my channel and SBTV.space on them, and when people come and ask about it, I'm like, here's the personality test. You don't have to go inside. Or if they really, really, really want to go inside, I tell them, just don't give them your information. So, Jersey now. I hear Jersey's really pretty, actually. The only time when we went to Schenectady, I was on a trip with my grandparents. And they took me to the Statue of Liberty, but from the New Jersey side. And we went through Newark, I think. And I didn't get to go inside because my grandparents were older and they were on a budget too. So I just got to stand outside. All right. Oh, I see lights on above me. Okay. David Miscavige is squirreling LRH tech. The golden age of tech, he changed so much. That's why the books were reissued. You are not allowed to fundraise. LRH policy says no fundraising. Only church services or donations. And if you change the source's tech, that is considered treason in Scientology. I know most of you don't remember LRH, but he started it. He wrote all of it. And guess what? He didn't write OT 9 and 10. It's a lie. What we don't understand is why didn't he just make it up and release it? How hard could it be after this many decades? LRH died almost 30 years ago. Wait a minute. What's 86? 96. 2006. Yeah, I'm right, 30. Newark. Yeah, we were told to roll up our windows. We were in a mobile home, little tiny mobile home. And we stopped to ask directions, and they said, well, make sure you roll your windows up. That was in the 80s. Like, I was like 14, so that was like 40 years ago. What's some other things? David Miscavige drives a Bentley and gets handmade Italian shoes made, and you guys make $47 a week after taxes and get fed beans and rice when you don't make any money. Make that make sense. Staff members make possibly $200 a week if you get paid, and have to have a second job or a spouse that has a job, and you give them your whole life, and he's been lying to you. It's all on the internet. All the members that have gotten out are happy and starting YouTube channels and telling us what went on. You know I'm right. I've heard the OT3, and I didn't get pneumonia, and neither has anyone else. I know where the confidential the gold int base is. And David Miscavige was living there till recently in a $50 million supposed office building. An office building that size doesn't cost $50 million, but when you have somebody that has tons of money, he changed it all the time. It kept costing more and more and more. No, he wanted marble here, not marble over there. If you had 1 million members and divided that by the orgs, that's 7,000 people per org. There's not 7,000 people at any org. We have cameras on all the major orgs in every city and growing. We can prove it. I'm not making it up. Go look for yourself. Oh, wait. You're not allowed because you're in a cult. You're not allowed on the internet. You're not allowed to have cell phones that aren't restricted. You're not even allowed to talk to somebody on the street without being drugged back in. Why? Because we might tell you the truth. BB's driving me crazy. All right, guys. I gotta go. I don't want to make my husband late. It's 7:15. That gives me 8:15, an hour and 45 minutes to get home. Sorry, y'all. I want to stay longer. You guys were great. Thank you for helping me with my words. I think it worked. It was better than what I could come up with. Thanks, AA. I'm going to start doing this every Friday. So, beware, Scientology. When I went in the Army Reserve, after I went to basic, I was like, I want to be a drill sergeant. So, I can live out my dreams standing here yelling. Thanks, Amy. Bye, y'all. I had fun. It was great. We'll see ya. Saturday night, late night stream for fun. Go look at it. Because I had some topics people wanted to talk about. And then Sunday, I'm not reading Dianetics. I did my research on how LRH got Dianetics started and all of that, and I want to talk about that because reading Dianetics, we've been wondering about that. So, Dianetics Sunday at 3 is going to be total fun. I did talk a little bit about LRH. I did a live right before this from my car, and we just chatted about all the interesting things I found out about LRH. And I'm going to do short videos about all of that. I like to do little short videos so people don't have to watch something that's an hour long. So, all right. Bye, y'all. Gotta go.